My clock's ticked over to 8:30. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, as I said, to week 46 of Carradine's Cockney Sing-Along. We haven't done this for a few weeks. Lambeth, you've never seen. The skies ain't blue, the grass ain't green. It hasn't got that Mayfair touch, but that don't matter very much. We play the Lambeth way, not like you, but a bit more gay. And when we have a lot of fun, oh boy, come along, sing along us any time your Lambeth way. Any evening, any day, you'll find us all. What do you find us? Every little Lambeth gal with a little Lambeth pal. You'll find us all. What do you find us? Doing the Lambeth walk. What? Everything free and easy. Do as you know, well pleasing. Why don't you make your way there? Go there, stay there. Once you get down Lambeth way. Every evening, every day, you'll find us all. What do you find us? Doing the Lambeth walk. Boy, nice to see my aunt there in Redhill in Birmingham tuning in. Eileen, good evening, Eileen. Now we all need a bit of swaying for this one. Here we go then. Come and make eyes at me down at the old ball and bush. Da 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 da. Come, drink some port wine with me down at the old ball and bush. Hear the little German band. Da 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 da. Just let me hold your hand, dear. Do come and have a drink or two down at the old ball and bush. Bush. We all know this one. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. They fly so high, nearly reach the sky. Then like my dreams they fade and die. Fortune's always hiding, I've looked everywhere. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. No excuses. Of course, we all know this one. But do me a favour, click on the share link at the bottom of this video now and encourage your friends to come and join in the party this evening. As I said, we've got songs from the 1960s. We've got lots of requests as well this evening. I've got my cardigan on for a bit of Val Doonican as well. But until then, we're going to have this music hall classic. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer, do. I'm off crazy, all for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage, I can't afford a carriage, but you'll look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle made for two. Now all you sing-alongers know what happens with this one. Let's hear you then. Let's all go down the Strand, have a banana, let's all. I wonder whether they got any newbies this week. I'll be leader, can march behind. Come with me and sing. Any new ones out there? Let's all. Any new sing-alongers? Have a banana, oh, what a happy band. That's the place of fun and noise all amongst the girls and boys. So let's all go down the Strand. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London so. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner and I think of her wherever I go. I get a funny feeling inside of me, just walking up and down. Big finish. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London town. There we go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, welcome to week 46 of Tom Carradine's Cockney Sing-Along. Now we're going to start this evening going to the swinging 60s and Carnaby Street. Now, if you've got any requests for your favourite 1960s tunes, I can't guarantee to get him in, but I'll see if I can do some requests a little later on. Well, woke up this morning feeling fine. There's something special on my mind. Last night I met a new girl in the neighborhood. Oh yeah, something tells me I'm into something good. Well, she's the kind of girl who's not too shy, and I can tell I'm her kind of guy. She danced close to me like I hoped she would. Oh yeah, something tells me I'm into something good. How about this one? In the midnight moonlight hour, he's walking a long and lonely mile, and every time I do, I keep seeing this picture of you. Here comes my baby, here she comes now, and it comes as no surprise for me with another guy. Well, here comes my baby, here she comes now, walking with a love that's oh so fine, never to be mine, no matter how I try. Oh, one for the ladies. I know something about love. You gotta want it bad. If that man got into your blood, go out and get him. If you want him to be the very part of you that makes you wanna breathe, here's the thing. What you do? Tell him that you're never gonna leave him. Tell him that you're always gonna love him. Tell him, tell him, tell him, tell him right now. Oh yeah, tell him, tell him, tell him, tell him right now. They seek him here, they seek him there. His clothes are loud, but never square. He will make or break him, so he's gotta buy the best, 'cause he's a dedicated follower of... I'm definitely not in my cardigan. And when he does his little rounds round the boutiques of London town, eagerly pursuing all the latest fads and trends, 'cause he's a dedicated follower of fashion. Here we go. Oh yes he is. Oh yes he is. Oh, there's one thing that he loves, and that is flattery. One week he's in polka dots, the next week he's in stripes, 'cause he's a dedicated follower of fashion. He's a dedicated follower of fashion. Well, he's a dedicated follower of fashion. There she was, just a-walking down the street, singing do-a-dee-dee-dee-dum-dee-dee-doo, snapping her fingers and shuffling her feet, singing do-a-dee-dee-dee-dum-dee-dee-doo. She looked good, looked fine, she looked good, she looked fine, and I nearly lost my mind before I knew it. She was walking next to me singing, "Not have a banana," holding my hand just as natural as can be, singing. She walked on to my door, we walked onto my door, and we kissed a little more. Ah, do-a-dee-dee-dee-dee-dum-dee. Okay, we just got a key change. Do-a-dee-dee-dee-dum-dee-dee-doo, do-a-dee, key change, dum-dee-dee-doo, do-a-dee-dee-dee-dum-dee-dee-doo. We'll play a melody and turn the lights down low so no one can see. We gotta do that, we gotta do that, we gotta do that, we gotta do that. And there'll be no one else alive in all the world except you and me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, pretty baby, I never knew such a thrill. It's hard to tell you, because I'm trembling still. But pretty baby, I want you off on my own. I think I'm ready to leave these others alone. But when you ask me if everything is okay, I got my answer. The only thing I could say, I say yeah, yeah. That's what I say, yeah, yeah. That's what I say, yeah, yeah. That's what I say, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, indeed. There we go. Some fantastic tunes from the 1960s. Not really my bag, of course, but I thought you guys would enjoy that as a little trip down memory lane for some of you. Those fantastic songs. So, as I said, if you've got any suggestions or requests for some of your favourite 1960 songs, we've got plenty of time this week. Although we've got quite a few birthday requests, I got a bit of time towards the end of the evening for some 1960s requests, and you can test me out, see whether I know any of them. So, pop them in the comments below. As I said, and thank you so much for those of you who shared this evening, and by clicking on the share link below. Or, of course, tagging someone in a comment who you think might enjoy this live stream this evening. Of course, we're here for the next 50 minutes through till 9:30 with some classic sing-along hits for you to join in. As always, broadcasting here from my home in Tunbridge in Kent. My beautiful wife is working on the comments. Hello, Faye.
Good evening, good evening.
Your pen hasn't stopped writing since I told you to write things. How's it going?
It's going well. I've got a few birthdays, which we can roll out later, and lots of song suggestions.
Fantastic. Brilliant. Well, you test me out on those. So I'm going to start on some birthdays. We've got quite a few birthdays in this evening. Faye, we'll come to you for birthdays in a second, although we might have a few duplicates. So we shall see. But a huge shout out. Lots of sing-alongers birthdays this week, of course. A shout out to Stuart Clements. Hi, Stuart. With Mavis up near Twinwood in Bedfordshire. It's your birthday tomorrow, Stuart. Happy, happy birthday to you. And we'll raise a pint to celebrate in the Nag's Head when we can. There we go. So there we go. And Kathleen Manning Carroll, another one of the regular sing-alongers, tuning in right from the start. Your birthday on Saturday. Kathleen, happy birthday to you for Saturday. Now, Kathleen's requested a little bit of We'll Gather Lilacs, wonderful Ivor Novello. You got the sing-along lyrics for this in your songbooks. So I'm going to sing the verse. But join in and slaughter the chorus with me. Here we go. We'll gather lilacs in the spring again and walk together down an English lane until our hearts have learned to sing again. When you come home once more, and in the evening by the firelight's glow, you'll hold me close and never let me go. Your eyes will tell me all I want to know. When you come home once more. I had a phone call coming during that. I wasn't expecting that. So let's try that chorus again. A rousing chorus all together for Kathleen's birthday. Here we go. We'll gather lilacs in the spring again and walk together down an English lane until our hearts have learned to sing again. When you come home once more, and in the evening by the firelight's glow, you'll hold me close and never let me go. Your eyes will tell me all I want to know. When you come home once more. Wasn't entirely sure. I should have warmed up for that top F today. There we go. For you, Kathleen, hope you have a fantastic birthday on Saturday. Faye, have you got any birthdays in there while I get rid of my voicemail notification on my phone?
I do. So, it is Daisy Mason's birthday today. Of course, that's daughter of the lovely Miss Henderson.
Ah, there we go. Daisy, Daisy. It's like it was written for you. There we go. Happy birthday to you.
Paul Newland has messaged in to say happy birthday to Terry Miles, who lives in Hackney. So happy birthday to you, Terry.
Happy birthday, Terry.
Another one. It's Brenda Hayes' cousin Donald's birthday on Saturday, and he's going to be 90 years old.
Oh, my word. Congratulations, old chap. There we go. 90.
Done. Yeah, and Izzy Mead has put in a bit of a request. It's her birthday today, and she's asked for a bit of Crestful Wave.
Oh, my word. Riding along on the crest of a wave and the sun is in the sky. All our eyes on the distant horizon, look out for passers-by. We'll do the hailing when other ships around us sailing. We're riding along on the crest of a wave, and the world is ours. There we go. That was Izzy, was it?
It was.
That's to Izzy. Happy birthday to you, and a shout out and a hand wave to all of my wonderful gang show chums from all across the country. Many of you regulars know, of course, that's where I learnt. I kind of honed my craft and learnt many of these songs when I was growing up, and I cut my teeth performing in the Coventry Scout Gang Show at the Belgrade Theatre in Coventry. So I owe a huge debt of gratitude to Scouting and Gang Show for setting me on this path in life. So thank you so much. Actually, it was one of the first jobs I ended up playing as a pianist, as like a rehearsal pianist. I got roped into playing for the Cup scene. I was in the Scout Gang, but I ended up roped in for playing for the Cup scene. And there we go. The rest is history. So thank you very much, Coventry Scout Gang Show. But Izzy, happy birthday to you. I hope you enjoyed that. There we go. Another one of the regular sing-alongs, of course. Karen Hancock out there in Canada. Karen, I know you're not watching live, so I hope you enjoy this when you catch up. Yeah, it was your birthday yesterday, and we've got a very special birthday request for you at the end of the sing-along this evening. I won't forget, it's on my list. So Karen, happy birthday to you, and I hope you had a fantastic day yesterday, and the request is coming a little later on. Got another birthday request coming in from the wonderful Leslie Hyde, Leslie and Robert Hyde, for your granddaughter Hazel. Leslie says that she reaches double figures tomorrow. That's 10, my word. Aren't you growing up? Haven't seen her or her family, including the new dog, since October. Oh my word, Leslie and Rob. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, of course, the wonders of the joys of COVID and lockdown. Oh, I do hope it won't be too long before you can see each other. And Leslie says, we miss them loads. And I've still got Christmas presents sitting in the lounge. Well, there's a plus side to that, I suppose. That you get to spread Christmas out. I mean, actually, we didn't. Of course, Christmas we ended up spending here, not with Faye's mum and husband. So there's a turkey somewhere in a freezer, isn't there, Faye?
There's actually two. Apparently, my mum's got two.
So we'll be having. Well, who knows when there's going to.
There'll be one, hopefully, at Easter.
Easter. There we go. There we go. So I'm digressing, but there we go. Hazel, who is at 10 tomorrow. Now, Hazel, double digits. So you've got two requests for you this evening. One was a little bit of Harry Champion. And reminds me a little bit of Leslie and Robert, who very kindly gave me a large marrow at Wilton's when I was at Wilton's a few years ago. And but this makes me think of a little bit of Cucumber by Harry Champion. This is a request for Hazel, and it goes like this. You know the chorus. I was winged on cucumber, and on my wedding day, sitting down to supper when the guests had gone away, my old darling said to me, you must be hungry, Joe. What is it you fancy? I said, fancy, don't you know? I like pickled onions, I like piccalilli. Pickled cabbage is alright with a bit of cold meat on a Sunday night. I could go tomatoes, but what I do prefer is a little bit of cucumber, a little bit of cucumber. There we go, we finally got through it. Hazel, happy birthday to you tomorrow. Which actually had another request from Leslie. As I said, your 10th birthday, so you get two requests this evening. A little bit of Annie. This is in your songbook. Do you know this one? The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow. Till there's none. When I'm stuck with the day that's grey and lonely, I just stick up my chin and grin and say the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow, I love you, tomorrow, you're always a day away. Big finish. Tomorrow, tomorrow. I love you tomorrow. You're always a day away. There we go for you, Hazel. Hope you have a fantastic 10th birthday. Another birthday, we've got Michael Poppins. Hello, want to sing along as Michael. Your 54th birthday on Saturday. He says, have a banana. My amazing mum passed away the day after last year, and she loved the cheeky music hall songs. Also my dad, John, who I share and tag for every week. He loves the rousing wartime medleys. Much love, gang. And he's asked for a song we did last week, but hey, I thought we'd give it a go again this week. Get your teeth in gear for this one. It goes like this. Susie, Susie, sitting in a shoe shine shop. All day long she sits and shines. All day long she shines and sits. Susie, Susie, sitting in a shoe shine shop. She sits and shines and shines and sits. Sits and shines and shines and sits. Susie, Susie, sitting in a shoe shine shop. Susie, Susie, coming in fits and starts. Come on, coming in fits and starts. She's coming in fits and starts. Susie, Susie, coming in fits and starts. She fits and starts and starts and fits. Fits and starts and starts and fits. Susie, Susie, coming in fits and starts. Susie, Susie, plucking a well-stuffed duck. She's plucking a well-stuffed duck. She's plucking a well-stuffed duck. Susie, Susie, plucking a well-stuffed duck. She stuffs and plucks and plucks and stuffs. Stuffs and plucks and plucks and stuffs. Susie, Susie, sitting in a shoe shine shop. Double time. Susie, Susie, sitting in a shoe shine shop. All day long she sits and shines. All day long she shines and sits. Susie, Susie, sitting in a shoe shine shop. She sits and shines and shines and sits and sits and shines and shines and sits. Susie, Susie, sitting in a shoe shine shop. There we go. I hope you kept up with me at the end without any slips of the tongue. There we go.
Can I just say, there were so many comments about, is this a good song to do today after all the problems we've been having? But you made it.
I did make it. There we go. We got
Well
through that. Now a shout out to another one of our regulars, Helen Chambers. Helen Chambers, thank you for joining us this evening. And she's requested something in honour of the late Val Doonican. You remember Val Doonican? I've got my cardigan on especially. I haven't got any tasteless jumpers, appropriate jumpers. Faye, what?
I've got a bit of it. Apparently, it would have been Val Doonican's birthday on the 3rd of February, and he would have been 94.
Yesterday, yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. That's why Helen requested it. He died in 2015, and she said, "Please wear an appropriate jumper." I hope you approve, Helen, of my jumper. Helen's been a regular at the sing along for quite a long while, and also Helen is a regular of the Monkey Pants Productions non-pub quiz, which actually we take part in with our family on every Friday. It's a Friday at 8 o'clock on Pete Morgan's Monkey Pants Productions website. Can't recommend it more highly. It's a fantastic quiz. 4 rounds of 10 questions. There's the first round changes each week. Well, they all change. Obviously, they all change each week. But there's a picture round and a potluck round at the end. It's beautifully crafted by Pete and his wife Jo. And
and of course the wonderful Marcus, not our
Marcus Pendleton, of course, not our Marcus, another Marcus.
Although he is, of course, wonderful.
He is, of course, but yes, not my Marcus. Sorting out. Actually, Marcus isn't sorting out our technical issues. We're dealing with that this evening. Marcus is just dealing with the flack of that at the back end. So there we go. But no, the non-pub quiz, I'll pop a link to it in the Carradine's Cockney Sing-Alongers page. Do come and join us every Friday evening from 8 o'clock. But as I said, Helen Chambers is a regular of that. And yeah, she's requested a little bit of Val Doonican, and there's really only one Val Doonican. Well, because seeing as I did Dominic the Donkey before Christmas, I thought we'd do the B-side. We'd do a bit of Paddy McGinty's Goat. This is in your songbooks. This was written actually not for Val Doonican. This was written in 1917 by R.P. Weston and Bert Lee. As you know, I always call them the what do I call them? The Lennon and McCartney of the music hall. They were great variety song composers. And they wrote this one back in 1917. Now Patrick McGinty, an Irishman of note, fell into a fortune and bought himself a goat. Says he's sure of cause milk I'm going to have me fill. But when he bought the nanny back at home, we found it was a bill. All the young ladies who live in Killaloe, they're all wearing bustles like their mothers used to do. They each wear a bolster beneath their petticoat and leave the rest to Providence and Paddy McGinty's goat. Maybe I shouldn't have had that glass of wine. Got to get these lyrics out. Mrs. Burke to her daughter said, listen, Mary Jane, who was the man you were cuddling in the lane? He'd long wiry whiskers a hanging from his chin. 'Twas only Pat McGinty's goat, she answered with a grin. She went away from the village in disgrace. She came back with powder and paint upon her face. With rings on her fingers she wore a sable coat. You bet your life she didn't get them from Paddy McGinty's goat. Now Nora McCarthy the knot was going to tie. She washed out her trousseau and hung it out to dry. Along came the goat and he saw the bits of white, and Tudor pulled the folderols upon her wedding night. Oh, turn out the light quick, she shouted out to Pat, for though I'm your bride, sure I'm not worth looking at. I had to have everything I told you when I wrote, but now I've one of nothing all through Paddy McGinty's goat. Mickey Riley, he went to the races t'other day. He won $20 and shouted, hip hooray! He held up the note shouting, look at what I've got. The goat came up and grabbed it up and swallowed up the lot. He's eaten me banknotes, said Mickey with the hump. They went for the doctor and got a stomach pump. They pumped and they pumped for the $20 note, but all they got was 9 out of Paddy McGinty's goat. Last verse! Now old Paddy's goat had a wondrous appetite, and one day for breakfast he had some dynamite. A big box of matches he swallowed all serene, then out he went and swallowed up a quart of paraffin. He sat on the fireside and didn't give a hang. He swallowed his spark and exploded with a bang. So if you go to heaven you can bet a dollar note that angel with the whiskers is Paddy McGinty's goat. There we go, a little bit of Val Doonican and a little bit of me in the background. Faye, checking that the sound's working, is that correct?
My phone's doing weird stuff.
Oh, there we go. Well, the wonders of modern technology, there's got to be some gremlins in the machine this evening.
Somebody fed the gremlin.
There we go. So there we go, a little bit of Paddy McGinty's goat, Val Doonican for Helen Chambers there. Faye, have you got any shout-outs or comments coming in?
I have another birthday.
Go on.
Stuart Clement's birthday, and he has asked for either a bit of green onions or some Beach Boys.
Some Beach Boys? Oh, I can't remember the lyrics. I had something in here earlier on.
All 4-part harmony at the same time.
Beach Boys. Bit of the 60s Beach Boys. Oh, it's whether I can hit the notes in this one. I love the colourful clothes she wears and the way the sunlight plays upon her hair. Oh, it's too high. I hear the sound of a gentle word on the wind that lifts her perfume through the air. All together, I'm picking up good. Oh, it's too low now. She's giving me excitations. I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me excitations. Maybe I should have picked a better key for that one. Stuart, happy birthday to you. Hopefully you have a fantastic birthday. For anything else there?
No more birthdays, but just lots of suggestions.
Brilliant. Well, we should hopefully have a bit of time for that. Though, of course, with the wonderful technical issues, we've got some issues there. But there we go.
Well, it's a good week to have the technical issues rather than it being a week that was jam-packed.
I know.
There you go, silver lining.
Indeed, look for the silver lining. That's an old Judy Garland. Look for the silver lining when there are cloud appears in the blue. Judy Garland's key, not mine. There we go. And so, actually, we talked about Helen Chambers and the non-pub quiz being a regular on there with us. But of course, the originators of the non-pub quiz, Pete and Joe Morgan, there up in Sutton Coldfield, giving them a wave. I had a message from Lloyd Morgan, Pete's dad, the other day, who's a regular sing-alonger and what tunes in on a Thursday. And he's requested a little bit of "Ah, sweet mystery of life, at last I found thee," which was originally written in turn of the century by Victor Herbert, an American composer. I first came to know it through, it appears actually in Thoroughly Modern Millie, the musical. It's a kind of little recurring theme in that. And Victor Herbert, Falling in Love with Someone, you might know Falling in Love with Someone, from the operetta Naughty Marietta. I don't know it, but sounds a bit jolly, doesn't it? Apparently, Victor Herbert was kind of like the American equivalent of Gilbert and Sullivan, writing kind of light, jokey operettas. And apparently, there's quite a lot of stuff, kind of ideas and tropes that he stole from Gilbert and Sullivan as well. There we go. But a little bit of Victor Herbert. I thought I'd sing you a little. This is for Lloyd Morgan. Here we go. Ah, sweet mystery of life, at last I found thee. And I know, alas, the secret of it all. All the longing, seeking, striving, waiting, yearning, the burning hopes, the joys and idle tears that fall. For 'tis love and love alone the world is seeking, and 'tis love and love alone that can repay. 'Tis the answer, 'tis the end and all of living, for it is love alone that rules forever. For 'tis love alone the world is seeking, for 'tis love and love alone that can repay. 'Tis the answer, 'tis the end and all of living, for love is love alone that rules forever. There we go. A little bit of Victor Herbert for Lloyd there. I hope you're very, very well. Have we got any anniversaries this evening? I've got no anniversaries on my list.
Not had any.
There we go. No anniversaries this evening. If you've got an anniversary, pop it in the comments below, and Faye will kind of try and pick up on that. Though of course she's not working over at the table now. She's working on a lap with a little lap tray thing. So hopefully she'll be able to scribble away. She's got enough room to scribble on a bit of paper there.
I'm nothing if not flexible.
We're coming close to the time for the 60s request. I'm going to do my best. We'll see. Well, I didn't do very well with the Beach Boys with Stuart, did I? But there we go. Actually, just a little story. I had a lovely email from David Leach the other day. I just realised I didn't do that. Little message from David Leach over in the States. David, nice to see you. An email with a couple of videos actually of his father, who's sadly passed away, singing to his granddaughter Ada, and he wanted some information on the song that he was singing, an old Cockney song, and he was singing a song that went, "Ada, it's a beautiful starry night. Ada, the moon is shining bright." And David had thought, of course, that his father might have changed the words Ada from another song in order to make it applicable to his granddaughter. And David was correct, indeed. The song was Liza, It's a Beautiful Starry Night. I originally came across that. It's Chaz and Dave recorded it on their Jamboree album, just in one of those long kind of Chaz and Dave medleys. It's an old Cockney song, but I did a bit of investigation on it, and on the Chaz and Dave LP, it's attributed to Keeping. It says, in brackets, it gives the composer, and it says Keeping. And I was like, I recognise that. And of course, it's Charles Keeping, who wasn't a composer, but collected a lot of the old Cockney songs and transcribed them and wrote them down for a book called Cockney Ding Dong. Fantastic book. I've mentioned it before on the sing-along. And so I was able to send over David some links to some recordings of it on YouTube. And also to the lyrics and the sheet music for it that Charles Keeping had in his book. So it was great that I could help David out with that request. And something that obviously connects him to his late father.
And a nice, I think he was doing it for a little gift for his granddaughter, for his daughter there. So yeah, there we go. Liza, it's a beautiful starry night. It's a little bit of a cheeky Cockney song, and actually we've got a little shout out here actually as well for Aaron Savage. One of our regulars, Aaron, out there from your wife, Libby Mary Murphy. He says, Aaron, you're poorly and down in the dumps at the moment. Oh, no. And any song with a bit of innuendo would make him smile. Well, hopefully this one, it's not particularly innuendo laden.
Are you struggling with this when you made it through that song?
Innuendo laden. It's not particularly innuendo laden. It's more kind of out-uendo. There we go. A bit of Liza. It's in your songbooks. I have no idea what page you're on, but it's here. So don't worry. It's in there. It goes like this. We'll give it a cut. Try. It goes, Liza, it's a beautiful starry night. Liza, the moon is shining bright. I've called around to see if you'll elope. Slip on something if it's only a bar of soap. Liza, never mind about your clothes. I ain't a bit particular. Fine feathers make fine birds, but I'd sooner have your Liza as you are. There we go, Liza, it's a beautiful starry night. Grab your lyrics and give it a go. Liza, it's a beautiful starry night. Liza, the moon is shining bright. I've called around to see if you'll elope. Slip on something if it's only a bar of soap. Liza, never mind about your clothes. I ain't a bit particular. Fine feathers make fine birds, but I'd sooner have your Liza as you are. There we go. That one goes out to David and his family, and also to Aaron Savage. Hope you enjoyed that one. I might go put that into a little Cockney medley. We'll make use of that one again at some point in the future. I've got two songs to end this evening, but before we get there, Faye, 60s request.
A wedding anniversary.
A wedding anniversary! Yay!
Carol Knowles said it was her anniversary on the 30th of January.
Carol, happy anniversary to you.
Happy anniversary. And Jane Walton said that the 3rd was the anniversary of when John proposed to her, looking at the Humber Bridge.
Oh, what a lovely location.
They were at the bottom of a friend's garden.
We're looking at the Humber Bridge.
Yeah.
Well, we got engaged on a bridge, didn't we?
Yeah. Hungerford.
Hungerford Bridge, leaving Charing Cross Station on platform 6. Yeah. There we go. Classy I am, classy.
Romantic to the end.
On St George's Day, wasn't it?
It was on St George's Day.
I wouldn't be able to tell you what day St George's. 25th, isn't it?
23rd.
23rd, thank you. There we go. So, ready for some 60s requests?
Okay.
Well, at least, let's reminisce. What fantastic 60s songs have people... We might put these into another 60s medley another week. Go on, what have we got?
Okay, we've had a couple of requests for Daydream Believer.
I could hide neath the wings of the bluebird as she sings. 6 o'clock alarm is gonna ring. Have a banana and it rings as I ride. Wipe the tears out of your eyes. The shaving razor's cold. Are these actually the right lyrics?
Making them up.
I'm making it. Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to our daydream believer and our homecoming queen? Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to our daydream believer and our homecoming queen? Bit of my blanked version of Daydream Believer there. Anything else there, Faye?
Yeah, most of the words were right. There were just
Thank
a few
you.
that, yeah. Bit of Waterloo Sunset.
Oh,
Can you play that?
Kinks.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever played it.
Okay.
And I need to do that for my London show, don't I?
Possibly. Twist and Shout.
Oh, what key are we going to do it? Is it a... Well, shaking up, baby, now shaking up, baby. Twist and shout, twist and shout. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby, now. Come on and work it on out.
Work it on out.
Whoa, work it on out. You know you look so good. You really got me going now. Just like I knew that you would. bit of Beatles. There we go.
Not bad. Twist again.
Oh!
Shall we check it?
Let's twist again like we did last summer. Let's twist again like we did last year. Do you remember when things were really humming? Oh, let's twist again. Twisty time is here. Round and round and up and down we go again. Baby, 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 you love me so. Let's just love it.
Okay.
But shall we check it?
Randomly stop. Do you know needles and pins? Needles and pins are.
Yeah. No.
Can you play it?
I don't think I can. I'm going to have to learn that one.
Right. My brain. Can I just say that Ray suggested Sound of Silence just because of our sound issues.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Hello, technical issues, my old friend.
Okay. When I'm 64.
Oh, what can? When older, losing my hair many years from now. Will you still be sending me a Valentine, birthday greeting, bottle of wine? When I get home at 8:45, would you lock the door? Will you still feed me? Will you still need me when I'm 64? Actually, that was one question on the non-pub quiz last week, wasn't it? About what are the names of the grandchildren, and I answered it correctly. Vera, Chuck, and Dave. Actually, Team Carradine, we won last week. First time in like 46 weeks. We've come close before. We thankfully often make it onto the final, the kind of the top 10 or whatever it is. But no, we won last week. Yay!
Yeah, it's never going to happen again.
Never going to happen again. It's taken us long enough. There we go.
Do you day tripped by Abergavenny?
Day trip? Oh, I don't.
No.
I know. Day trip to Bang. Is it Day trip to Bangor? Didn't we have a lovely day the day we went to Bangor? We went all the way, had lunch on the way, and all for only £1.50 on the way back. We followed the track. Da 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 da, singing one of your favourite songs, and the wheels went round. We did that a few weeks. We did that a while back.
They all merge into one.
They do indeed. Week
We're
46.
coming up for a year, so
We are.
How about Bobby's Girl?
I wanna be Bobby's girl. I wanna be Bobby's girl. That's the most important thing to me. I wanna be I wanna be Bobby's girl. I really is. Well, Faye's got the long list of these suggestions. I will endeavour to put them into a list because there's some great tunes from the 60s, and I promise you we'll have another 60s sing-along at some point. So thank you so much for all of your suggestions. We're coming towards the end of the sing-along this evening, and of course we couldn't this week not. I've had so many requests for this week for a tribute to the late Captain Sir Tom Moore.
Captain's for Tom, that's it, yeah.
I got it right.
Yeah, sorry.
Captain Sir Tom Moore, of course. I mean, what can I say? A true inspiration to all of us through lockdown, and for the fundraising he did, and I can't really describe. He means so much to so many people, and there's only one way that we can really put a tribute to him, and that is, of course, to sing "You'll Never Walk Alone." Grab your songbooks for this. When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high, and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm is a call and the sweet silver song of a lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Here we go, everybody. Walk on, walk on, with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. There we go. Sir Tom Moore, there we go. What a true legend. What an absolute inspiration. There we go. You'll never walk alone. Well, we've come towards the end of the sing-along this evening. I did forget to say, of course, if you like what I do at Carradine's Cockney Sing-Along, we were disrupted by some technical issues. The gremlins in the system. If you like what I do at Carradine's Cockney Sing-Along and fancy throwing some coins my way, you can do that in my virtual tip jar on my website at carradinescockneysingalong.co.uk, and I'm very how much have I had to drink? And I'm very grateful for those of you who regularly do that to keep me being able to do this and stick with the music. And believe me, the support that you have given me in order to do this will mean that the album and the show at Wilton's, hopefully in June, will be absolutely splendid. So thank you so much.
Maybe we can invest in more sound kit.
Possibly. Well, we might try a slightly different system. I might do some little tests. Actually, this week, that's a good thing. And also, if you like what I do at Carradine's Cockney Sing-Along, do come and join us at Carradine's Cockney Sing-Alongers Facebook group. If someone can post the link to it. It's a Facebook group where all of the kind of friends in the community we've created through Carradine's Cockney Sing-Along. We chat, and Faye and I will be going live shortly in about 5 or 10 minutes once Andrew's gone to bed. We will, just for a bit of a debrief. But I may well be going live at some point on the Carradine's Cockney Sing-Alongers page this week as we sort out the gremlins in the system and try and get this technology working. So watch out, you might find a little bonus sing-along or a little bonus video coming up as I try. We're going to try a thing called OBS. We're going to try it with a different camera and hardwired into the internet, and fingers crossed we can get it going without someone interrupting me while calling me. There we go. So do come along and join us at Carradine's Cockney Sing-Alongers Facebook group. But as promised, Karen, we haven't forgotten your birthday. Happy birthday to you for yesterday. And your request of a bit of a Vera Lynn classic, We'll Meet Again. And indeed, the sentiment is there. We will all meet again when we get a chance to all sing together in person at some point. But before we go, huge thank you to my beautiful wife, Faye, over on comments. Have you got any final comments there?
No, I'm done, thank you.
Faye is done. She is spent, and she has a huge long list of 60s songs that I've got to learn. And also, of course, to Marcus Reeves, my fantastic... sorting out my technical back end. Though, of course, not the technical stuff going on here, unfortunately.
Yeah, we can't blame that on
We
Marcus.
can't blame that on Marcus, unfortunately. But he's been sorting out the social media stuff as well. So thank you, Marcus, for that. Much appreciated. And there we go. We're going to finish with a little bit of We'll Meet Again. And we will meet again, virtually, of course, next Thursday at 8:30 till 9:30. Fingers crossed, no gremlins in the system. And, oh, geez, what key am I in? There we go. Let's say goodbye with a smile, dear. Just for a while, dear, we must part. Don't let the parting upset you. I'll not forget you, sweetheart. Here we go. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. tomorrow, next Thursday at 8:30. Keep smiling through, just like you always do. Happy birthday, Karen, till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away. She's watching, yay! So won't you please say hello to the folks that I know? Tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that as you saw me go, I was singing this song. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. There we go. Look after yourselves. We'll see you same time next week, next Thursday. Have a great week, and we'll see you then. Thanks very much.